Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Grand Arena video. So we have a start of our brand new season, that's 3v3 season 22, and if it's not enough that it's a return of 3v3, I also got promoted to Division 1, so which means I'll need more teams both on defense and offense. So definitely I'm expecting a little bit rough start here in week 1 because while I'm trying to remember how to play 3v3, I also now need to have more teams than before. As always, let's first kick off the video but by looking here at the feats we have to complete. So it's Rogue One theme, so we got 2 here to start working towards. So this one we have to win a battle using 3 members of Rogue One. This one could be tricky because this means probably using Gene lead, and my Gene is only gear 10, but even at Relic her lead is not all that great, so I'm not sure will we have opportunity in this video to do this. However, the other one here where you have to defeat 6 enemy units with rebel fighters, this one shouldn't be too much of an issue to complete. Again, it's a 2-week 6-round feat, so it shouldn't be a problem. I do have a decent Mothma team with rebel fighters that we can use pretty much in every round on one enemy or another. Anyway, opponent for today, DROH, not sure, is this an acronym or is it just called Draw or Dr. O? I'm not sure. He's a part of the Los Forzos Diran Guild, and let's have a look at his roster here. Okay, so his GP is about 100k higher than mine. However, he does not have Master Kenobi, whereas I do, so I do have a Galactic Legend advantage from that point of view. And then looking at his fleet, as you can see, he's got a 5-star Executor, whereas I have 6-star Executors. Again, slight advantage for me looking at the rosters themselves. Alright, let's hop, check out the board, see what's going on here. Alright, so looks like my opponent did some attacks already, then stopped. So all one-shots here at the top. Alright, let's go back now and see what's happening at the bottom zone. Okay, alright, so one shot everything except that Hux team there, he needed 3 attempts on it. So definitely we have a little bit of a wiggle room here as well to drop a battle or 2. Let's see if he touched the back zone yet. Does not look like. No attempts at the bottom. Let's look at the fleet zone. Did he attempt anything whatsoever? No attempts there. So it seems like my opponent kind of did his attacks. He's kind of now waiting that I start doing my attacks. So let's not keep him waiting. Let's just see what he placed on defense for me. So we got here Finn with Resistance Brothers. We got the Kenobi, Sealess, and that Ray Armorer team. I've never faced that team before, so we'll see what we can do there. And just kind of a standard basic Mon Mothma team here with Wedge and Biggs. And let's hop over to the bottom zone. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? This is exactly the same way I split my separatists. Looks like somebody's been watching my videos how to split factions for free because it's exact mirror of what I do for my separatists. And fun enough, the opponent actually, he's a really nice guy. He actually messaged me in the game later on when he realized obviously that I have a YouTube channel, and he did mention that he actually has seen my video on team suggestions. That's why he put this on teams on defense. So actually it will be a good test here, so I'll be able to see are these teams really any good at sniping banners or not that I suggested to you to put on defense. So it's going to be very interesting. Probably just gonna start here with General Grievous up top. Wow, that's a lot of health on Grievous there. And obviously we got I could try here Night Sisters, but because of the Zeta on IG, target locked enemies will not be able to recover health and protection. So the Night Sisters could be a little bit shaky versus IG here if you can't take him out quickly. So instead I'll try my Mon Mothma here with K2 and Cassian, and hopefully they can get the job done. Now this is not the strongest General Grievous squad, as I said in my video, but to be honest, Grievous himself will always snipe a banner or 2 away from you, no matter what droids are with him, so might as well save the better droids for other separatist squads. So you can see Mothma is pretty quick at 242. She gets plus 50 speed on top from her abilities anyway, so she's effectively at 292, which should allow me to go first. I'll see if I can get IG88 out, just so I can get him out. Don't worry about him, but even if he does, you know, stick some debuffs on us, we get ability blocks, target lock, healing immunity and things like that. With Mothma, you very quickly cleanse those off, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, trying to get IG out first, and especially here in 3v3 you have to be careful, because you have less rebel fighters in your team, which means they're not as tanky as in 5v5, so you know, Grievous's AoE can do more damage than you would expect in 5v5. So what you want to do is quickly take out one of the droids, and then in between kind of start hitting Grievous so you can recover some health and protection back while you're bracing yourself for another big hit from Grievous. So that's what I'm doing here, just trying to get IG out as quickly as I can. I think one more hit, there we go. Alright, so if I would go now straight for Magna Guard, I potentially would take him out quickly, and then Grievous could, you know, unload another AoE there, maybe take somebody out. So what I'm doing here now is going after Grievous until obviously the mark is triggered, so at least I was able to recover some protection back, so I should be able to safely survive here another AoE from Grievous. And now it's just a case of trying to heal back up here, end up with full banners if you can. But it's not always the easiest, because Grievous heal, he will be cleansing off all debuffs from himself, and you know, he can just do an AoE after AoE, applying healing immunity, which we kind of cleansed off there. Alright, so I'm just trying to take him out before he gets another turn. However, he was able to put a hit over there on K2 and snipe a banner away from me. So 53 banners, you know, again, like in 3v3, if you can snipe a banner or two away, this is much bigger impact than in 5v5, just because there are less banners to go around in the battle. So 53, you know, it's definitely a solid, I think, performance then from Grievous. Now we got Dooku here with Droideka and as well as Nest. Now luckily Nest there is not relicked, so not the scariest team to go up against, but still his team is going to be tricky, because Dooku there, he can stun on his counterattacks, on his special can potentially stun 2 targets, Nest can stun, daze, remove Termeter, and Droideka as well, you know, it is rarely can put some big hits on you. So definitely one of those teams where you're going in, all 3 enemies are actually a threat, good at sniping banners. Now what I like to do versus these kind of Dooku teams is use Traya, because with Traya's unique, whenever Sith allies take a turn, Traya will cleanse all debuffs, so I don't have to worry about shocks, I don't have to worry about stuns, ability blocks. When my guys will take a turn, they will obviously cleanse us off, and they'll be able to do that whatever they like. Here we go. However, he's got quite a fast Nest, unfortunately, so Nest will go after my Scion now and remove Termeter potentially on my guys. Let's see what Nest will do. Alright, was able to get some bonus Termeter there with Nilos, get a drain off, perfect. Okay, we go. So I'm just trying to keep Droideka now under control. He's really the main threat here when it comes to damage output, because we got only Gear 12 Nest. Trying to stay away from Dooku there, because he'll counterattack anyway. Put a hit into Nest. Here comes the AoE. Let's see if I can get ability block on Droideka so it doesn't use its special attack on me here. No ability block, unfortunately. So there we go. Don't need to worry about those stuns from Dooku at all. We'll cleanse them off when we get a turn. Here we go, do another drain here, and we should have Annihilate coming up shortly. Alright. Lucky dodge there from Droideka. There we go. Sign finished him off. You know what, I'm just going to here take Dooku out, because he's annoying with his counterattacks. Did I get some banners back? No, 52. Again, sniping banners as predicted. So, you know, first 2 teams showing that they are sniping banners, so pretty good to see. Alright, let's see this new team here. Obviously just checking speeds here. 256 to 57 for Nute speed, it's okay. Let's check out B1 now, what he's rocking. 230, however quite decent offense there, nearly 8k. What we got here now? Right, so lots of potency it seems on B2 here. Yep, alright. Now Nute again is a master banner sniper. So like in 3v3 especially, Geos are actually good versus these kind of Nute teams. Because even when you do Clans of Extortion, still all Geos come to an assist, so you never really skip out a turn. And so, you know, hopefully we can get some good banners, but Nute is hard really to get a hold of, because he can use his Extortion like every other turn almost, it seems. And then he deals, you know, damage to everybody, so it's hard to get max banners. First, obviously, you want to just kind of go after B1s here, get those stacks out, get him out, so I don't have to worry about his AoEs anymore. Obviously taking a little bit of a beating from B2, but it's, you know, not much of a concern here really. Alright, come on, one more stack. I'm like, put a big hit in B2, hardly a scratch. Okay, here comes Extortion now. And there we go, we can Clans of Extortion and still call people for an assist. That's why Geos are kind of good versus Nute in 3v3 here. Alright, there we go. Keep going after B2 now. I'm kind of in banner recovery mode here, so I just heal up now. Perfect. Okay, come on, get B2 down. All right, so we only got Nute now, but we have to take Nute out twice. So here comes Extortion, sniping banners. Let's see if we can get those banners back or not now. Okay, here comes a revive. Okay, let's cleanse that off. There we go, another Extortion, sniping more banners. Okay, it doesn't look like heal not available yet there. Again, 52 banners, sniped there a couple of banners away from me. Nute really, especially in 3v3, it's really hard to get max banners versus this guy. Alright, so we have Geos left here and the Poggle and Django team as well. So let's take care of these guys first. Now G-Brood Alpha here, not that quick, but very high tenacity. That's always a concern because, you know, trying to land ability block on a high tenacity brood sometimes is difficult. I do have here Relic Spy. Just checking mods on these guys as well, just to make sure they don't have some crazy speeds. But usually, you know, Brood Alpha would be the fastest from the bunch anyways. We also got Relic Soldier here. Okay speed on him. That's not too bad actually. Alright, so normally what I would do Palpatine here, Throne and Vader. However, I decided, you know what, I would try and save Throne because I don't know what's at the back zone, so I may need Throne later. So I'm going to a little bit risk it here with Death Trooper, but hopefully, you know, his AoE can increase cooldowns on the enemy so they can't quickly, you know, heal up when Brood Alpha gets a turn in case ability block from Vader's basic doesn't land. So he's just kind of there as a backup, sort of, if you will. But I should be able to get a jump start on these guys and we'll just take it from there. But I have never done this without Throne, so I'm hoping I'll still be able to pull this one off. Do a Force Crash, enter into Merciless now. Let's just see what nerfed Vader can do. Alright. Just about enough, I think, to take that Spy out. No ability block on Brood Alpha. Okay, get him out. There we go. Do I increase cooldowns? Do a death mark? I'll increase cooldowns. Come on, give me ability block. No ability block. Give me a stun. No stun. Oh boy. So as you can see, it was a mistake on my part. I should have put death mark really there on Brood Alpha, and he would have been defeated already. But this is the first time I was doing this. So I was just kind of trying to see what I can do. Here I'm thinking, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble now. Come on, there we go. Let's see if we can get Soldier out. Oh boy, barely hanging on there. I'll just do a Force Crush, get another turn here. I think that should take care of them. Yeah, so a slight misplay on my part. As I mentioned before, week 1 E3 is always a bit of a rough one, trying to, you know, remember how to play everything. So 50 banners, I mean, I got away with a win, so in the end I was happy though, because at some point it didn't look too good for my Empire squad. Now this Django team here, luckily Django is not Relic 7 there, it's only Relic 4. So I think I should be able to maybe use one of the weaker teams here to take these guys out, but Relic 7 Django, I would have to take out something much stronger against Relic 7 Django for sure. Because, you know, one big rocket from Django and he can one-shot a lot of characters when he's with Poggle, because you know Poggle is separatist, so Django will start off with his contract, giving him damage immunity for 2 turns as well. His contract will be triggered, so he will also be getting extra offense. Then he's getting extra offense from Poggle, and then if Poggle uses his cleanse, will give offense up, so Django at that point can one-shot a lot of characters. But looking, you know, it's only relic for Django. Sure, my bounty hunters can handle this, hopefully, as long as we can survive that rocket from Django. We should be good to go there, really. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, relic 7 Django is a different beast, totally. Alright, let's hop into battle. And you know, mind you, my guys are quite high relic, because obviously they're needed for Executor. Anyway, let's get a taunt up. Django comes with burning, not an issue. Let's see if we can get an ability blocks there on Poggle, so he doesn't cleanse, give offense up. Perfect, Poggle's down for the count. Okay, we got their damage immunity over on Django. Okay, just start working towards the contract, yes. Get a stun, perfect. Ooh! Whoa. See, my Boba is relic 8 and he barely survived that hit. It was burning that finished him off. If it would actually be Django, there would be no revives for my Boba. That's what I'm saying, like, once you get relic 7 Django in there, man. This team is really good. It's pretty much like accident waiting to happen with a relic 7 Django, but luckily only relic 4 in this one, so I was able to just about hang on there. So definitely not the most comfortable match, but I definitely wanted to, you know, save all my best for the back, because I've got no idea what's there. Rocket there and 53 banners. So, well, you know, they only sniped 1 banner away. Imagine that would be a relic 7 Django. My Boba would be done for, and I don't know if I would even be able to win that match. So there you go. You know, the separatists, they can cause some issues if you're not careful. Looks like my opponent is making progress. One-shot my Malevolence, working on my Executrix fleet now. Let's see if he touched the bottom zone yet. Nope, no progress there, but looks like he started moving now that I have started moving as well. So let's see what's waiting for us at the back. Alright, so we got no Galactic Legend. We do have this Beskar Mandalorian team to take care of. Hux is always annoying, as you've seen from my side. My opponent needs 3 attempts on my Hux. And you know, that Bounty Hunter squad with Relicate Boba can be scary too. Alright, looks like one-shot fleets, so we have to keep being efficient there, because so far, you know, they only dropped a couple of battles versus Hux. Able to clear my Mandalorian, working with my Kenobi squad there. Alright, here we go. So the battle is on. Now, probably I have to first take care of this Rey and Armorer squad first, because I have no idea what to do with it, to be honest. Now, it's not a high offense Rey, so I can take in my Relic 6 Sith Eternal Emperor against, and I don't think Rey will be able to one-shot my Sith Eternal, but just in case, instead of what, I'll be bringing in Armorer to give extra 15% health to my Sith Eternal. Obviously, the worry here is if enemy Armor puts Beskar on Rey, I will not be able to critically hit her, and on top of that, she will be recovering protection. So that could be tricky. I was definitely concerned of a timeout here, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just try it out. It's the first time I'm doing this. I want to see how it goes, just for any future references, really. I can afford to drop a battle if I can. Luckily, you know, my opponent dropped there on Hux couple of battles, so I do have some bit of wiggle room for experimentation here. Bringing in Sith Empire Trooper just to make sure when Rey gets her first Whirlwind off, that it's not on Armor, so that Armor can survive long enough to get 3 stacks of Beskar on my Sith Eternal, so that my Sith Eternal can be critically hit as well, and he'll be counter-attacking on top of that as well. I mean, Sith Empire Trooper mods on him don't really matter. He's there just for the pre-taunt, and he'll get Whirlwind anyway very quickly. My Armor, now luckily she's quite fast there. There you go, 343 speed, so hopefully, you know, she can get out quickly and get that Beskar going, and then, you know, she'll just die off quickly as well. Alright, let's hop into battle now. Fingers crossed this will do some good work for me. What I will actually do, I will link up obviously Armor, because I do want to get her out, and then I will link up Rey, so at least over time when Rey is taking turns, she will lose her protection, but she will still be having bonus protection, and that's where the danger comes, because you know, same like Watt stack, also their Beskar will be recovering bonus protection, even though that's not real protection. So it might be tricky, but anyway, we got now 3 stacks on our armor. Their armor got also 3 stacks. Okay, here comes the whirlwind. That's what Sith Trooper was there for. Just kind of basic here. Oh boy, okay. So this is now a real test. Both Rey and Sith Eternal there, with 3 stacks of Beskar. So let's see who will prevail in this showdown. Alright, I'm not on my ultimate yet, just gonna do basic here. Basic. Yeah, basic. Alright, there goes armor. Alright, now it's time that I go into my ultimate now. Let's get armor out before she puts more Beskar there, maybe on Holdo as well. Okay, here comes the counterattacks. Perfect. Let's unload the ultimate power. Get out armor. Now let's relink Rey as well as Holdo. So as you can see, Rey is out of her base protection, but she still has bonus protection, and Beskar there are Beskar armor there will be recovering her bonus protection. That's why it's just very hard to get through her. I put auto here, and as you will see, I hit auto probably a bit too late because I just ran just a little bit out of time. I was just unable to finish this Rey off with my Relic 6 Sith Eternal Emperor. So after the battle, I finally gave in and decided to add Relic 7 on my Sith Eternal Emperor, just to make sure, you know, if I do this again, my Sith Eternal will just be able to hit a little bit harder, and hopefully I will not time out next time when I face this kind of Rey squad. So you can see I'm getting down. She still had lots of bonus protection. She keeps recovering bonus protection. Now she can't recover health because of shock, so she can't use her lifeblood anymore. But as you can see, this is coming down to the wire really here. 1 hit, 2 hit, and there's a timeout. I mean, she would have gone in her ultimate anyways. I would just need maybe 15 seconds more on the clock. Now unfortunately here I forgot to record the 3 battles, but there were really nothing to shout about. Like versus Mon Mothma, I just used my Jedi Knight Luke, Old Ben and Shakti for maximum 54 banners, and then versus that General Kenobi squad, that is Supreme Leader Color and Solar for 55 banners, and then versus CLS I used my own Galactic Legend Rey for maximum 56 banners. So you know, you didn't really miss anything interesting at all in these banners. And for that Galactic Legend Rey, for the cleanup, I simply use my Jedi Master Luke with Qui-Gon as well as Isla Secure. I was able there to come out with 33 banners in the end. So I dropped a battle, however my opponent dropped 2 battles there, so I do still have a little bit of wiggle room for another mistake if I make. I already got away versus Geos, and also versus a Django is close to being a disaster. However, here versus Rey, I wasn't able to get away with it, and I dropped a battle. That's just how it is, you know, 3v3, trying to remember how to play it. And I'm going to take care of these guys here. I'll be using my troopers, because they are fast enough to get a turn meter train going. So what you want to do, as always, you put their mark over on Stark, so he will be assisting then whenever Piet uses basic. You want to first take care of Hero Finn here, there we go, and then you want to go after Poe. Do you want to proc that stagger? Do you know what, let's do it. Come on, there we go, 1 hit, 2 hit, it wasn't quite enough. Poe sniping a banner away from, I'm not sure this will be enough to get maximum banners here though. Come on boys, let's go. Alright. Doesn't really matter, let's just unload there. Yeah, sniped 1 banner away, okay. No maximum banners unfortunately. 53 banners, fine. I'll just keep moving, see what's in the fleet zone waiting for us. Okay, so we got Raddus, and we got a 5-star Executor. Now luckily I kept my own Executor for offense, so I'll be just doing mirror matches there, and then versus Holdo we'll be doing Negotiator. So you know, should be straightforward here, I think, fleet battles. Let's just check the speeds on these guys just to see how fast are they. So Razor Crest is at 180, and what's their Xanadu Blood at 179, perfect. So both my Xanadu Blood and Razor Crest are slower because I remove mods from them, so I'll have advantage there. because they will go first, and then I'll just be able to apply mark on them without them cleansing it off. I'll just start off. I know it's funny one with a cleanse, just trying to get Xanadu blood here out of stealth, so I can then target him. Don't crit, don't crit. Alright, but anyway, there's Xanadu. That's why you want Xanadu blood there to be faster, so you can go ahead, mark it. And that's what I'm saying, like with Executor, if you've seen my guide, slower is actually better, because then you can just do this. They're already down a ship, and then I can just bring in my Ebon Hawk, prevent them from applying target locks, so I get ahead in the target lock race as well as breach race, because I still have Xanadu blood that can apply breach on their basic, and then, you know, this gives you advantage, huge advantage here. Now I don't want to target their Slave 1 because it can counterattack as well. It's got Chef on him, so you won't be able to get target locks. I switched on Razor Crest there for that hit. Okay, all right, they're healing up now, not a problem. Let's see if we can get a double tap from Xanadu blood. 1 hit, 2 hit, wasn't enough. Let's reapply chaff on our guys, get more breach flowing here. Come on, get him out, perfect. Let's now turn our attention on Razor Crest. Here comes the contract. Alright, we're almost at the ultimate now. I think on the next turn we'll be able to unload our Death Star here. Let's get Seismic Charge going. Really? Sith Fighter? That's an interesting choice of reinforcements, but I'll take it. Okay, double tap there, perfect. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's just speed this up now, because we're pretty much ready to unload our Death Star and finish off this battle. Just a question of how many banners. Here in the end, I'm always a little bit trying to stall the battle just to see if I can get another heal there from my Executor to top somebody up. And there you go, I was able here to top up Razor Crest back to full protection. Oh no, actually, sorry, I chose Xanadu blood there just to get 1 banner back for 62. You know, that's pretty much as good as banners you will get with a 6-star versus 5-star Executor, I think. So we got now Holdo fleet to take care of. Just gonna use my standard here Negotiator battle that I use versus these guys. You probably want to prioritize taking out Falcon, because Falcon can snipe a lot of banners if it gets its AoE out. There we go, took care of Falcon, don't have to worry about that. Let's top up now Anakin. Okay, then they cleanse everything, deflector shields, they get Foresight. Alright, blinking in plow here for the cleanse, and I can go ahead now, booster meter. Okay, I'm just going after X-Wing next. Oh, the burning Ebon Hawk dispelling our buffs. That's not very nice. Anyway, let's go ahead, put a taunt over on Y-Wing now, keep working there on X-Wing, get our unending loyalty applied now as well. Basic will go through Foresight from Anakin, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, come on. Yep, as you can see now, the resistance fleet, they are quite durable because they gain extra, I think extra health, or is it extra protection, or both, I can't remember. But you know, they're a little bit tankier under Holdo lead than normal. Unloading an AoE, unfortunately there was Foresight. Come on, let's get that deflector sheet off Poe, perfect. Yeah, do you know what, let's just do another AoE here. See if we can top somebody up. Again, trying to stall the battle now. There we go, we got Rex here. Let's see if we can get Y-Wing to full protection. Yeah, it looks like I was able there to top up 67 banners, so it's quite a clean win. I only didn't have Anakin at full health there, otherwise everybody else were full. Alright, there we go. Clean there the ships. Let's see how my opponent is getting along. Okay, so no progress yet. 1 shot there at the bottom, 2 of my teams. So let's see now, what are we going to do here? Probably this Beskar Mandalorian team, Hux, Bossk. These guys are the toughest one. Let's see what are we going to do about Hux. Now this Hux is not too fast at 258, but remember, with Hux they will start with advantage, and that means you can't gain bonus turn meter versus these guys. So you know, if you're trying to pull off something that relies on gaining bonus turn meter, it might not work. So what I'll do, I'll bring in Bastila lead Jedi. Now Bastila's lead does have 15% extra turn meter for your Jedi allies at the beginning of the battle. This will be, as mentioned before, negated by Hux. However, you know, with all that bonus protection, hopefully we will be able to survive that. And my guys are quite fast, so even without that extra bonus turn meter, I should be able to get going before they do. The only concern from my past experience with this is my Relic 1 Ezra sometimes gets very close to dying, so will he be able to survive there? So I did bump him to Relic 3, so hopefully this will be enough that he can do enough damage here, or not. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Let's put Master's Training over on Ezra. Come on, Ezra, here we go. 1 hit, 2 hit. Okay, get some buffs going. 1 hit. No double tap, unfortunately, from Ezra. Getting some counterattacks now. Alright, here comes Hux now. Alright, so let's see if we can get an ability block on Hux. Okay, here comes the taunt. Let's go ahead, dispel that. Come on, somebody get Hux out. Come on, big hit, Ezra. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Alright, let's heal up. No. Well, I guess I have to bump my Ezra to Relic 5 then, or maybe put a couple of 6-dot mods on him, because he was almost able there to take care of Hux. Hux was in red, barely hanging on, but I think that Basti should be able to carry this. I mean, Sith Trooper, he does have quite good health still. But hopefully we can get him out. Come on, stun him, perfect. Ability block, almost, then I have to deal with the taunt. Well, dispel that, come on, get him out. One more hit. There we go, alright, perfect. So I just have to take care of Stormtrooper, just hit auto, and they should be good to go here, really. So as you can see, these Hux teams can be tricky if you can't take Hux out fast enough. So you can see why my opponent might have struggled a little bit with these Hux, because, you know, it is a tricky team. But still, you know, 51 banners, considering I lost Ezra, actually, I was quite happy with this. But again, you know, again, another one, those battles that could go either way at some point. And I was kind of lucky enough to come out with a win there on one shot. Alright, cool. Looks like my opponent keeps going after my guys. Yeah, so far so good on his part. He's one-shotting everything. So, you know, this thing is not over yet at all. Because if I drop a battle somewhere here, you know, my opponent still has a chance to win there. So definitely need to make sure that I clear the rest of the board. Obviously, I'm down one team because I had to double tap array. So this a little bit changed my strategy for the rest. So next team here, we got Beskar Mandalorian. And what I'll do, I'll just go in with Jedi Revan and whatever Jedi I have left. Now, luckily, the Jedi I have left are good because they include Grandmaster Yoda there and Jolie. So hopefully, you know, we can maybe get away with max banners by stuff. We'll see what we can do, because obviously if Beskar Mandalorian gets off his Whistling Birds, he'll do damage to everybody, apply healing immunity, which, you know, we can dispel, but still it might be harder than to recover from that and get back to full banners. We'll see what we can do with my guys. Now my guys are fairly quick, good modded. I use my Jedi to counter pretty much everything. That's why when you look at my mods, you will see that my Jedi team always have the best mods from everybody, just because they're so versatile and flexible. You can easily split them in multiple teams and they can do some good work. Anyway, just going to mark here Mandalorian. Okay, keep going. They get some bonus turn meter. Here comes an AoE number 1. Already sniping some banners away. Okay. Oh, we're stuck behind a taunt. Let's do an AoE now. Push back some turn meter on IG. Perfect. Now, luckily, Revan can ignore the taunt. We can call Yoda for an assist. And there goes Mandalorian. So now we just have to dance with these two gentlemen here. Swapping turn meter with Yoda, so we get another quick turn here with Revan, and hopefully we can take out Quill before he causes any further trouble for us. Do you know what? I'll take that retribution, thank you very much, because with the leadership there from Revan, whenever you attack out of turn, you're actually covering health and protection. So hopefully they hit Julie or somebody, because he looks like he's the lowest on protection, so he can counter-attack, recover as well some protection back. Okay, to cool out. So I'm looking pretty good here. Let's see if I can top up both Revan there as well as Julie back to full protection. Swapping Terminator. Trying to get a stun. Perfect. Okay, will this be enough though? Sniped one banner away from me. So looks like Revan was not at full protection there. So we got one more tricky team to deal with here. So this is this Bossk team because they do have Relicate Boba on there. So that could be tricky if they get going. Just checking mods, see what we are dealing with here. Okay. Relicate Boba. Oh, and 6 dot mods on him. Wow, okay. Quite good speed as well, 274. Wow. Alright. Okay, so gonna use my Ray here. If we get our Terminator train going, hopefully we can keep these guys under control. Now obviously here Ray and BB-8, they'll go first because of all that, you know, extra Terminator thing they got going between the two of them. And then I'm bringing in Veteran Han because he's got an AoE that can stun the target as well as apply ability blocks. He can apply stagger on his basic. So hopefully we can keep these guys under control so they don't unload a big hit on one of my guys. Because if Boba gets his rocket out, you know, he could be in trouble. That's why I'm trying to land ability block on Boba. No ability block. But luckily my Han did ability block him. But however, I'm stuck behind a taunt now on Bossk here. But anyway, just keep going here. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Obviously Dengar doing his best again to snipe some banner away from us. There we go, still stuck behind the taunt. No ability block this time on Boba though, so we gotta be careful. Okay, perfect. 1 hit, 2 hit, there we go. Give me a stagger. Perfect. Keep going. Ability block. No ability block, man. Alright, just trying to get Boba before he gets his big rocket out on somebody. And snipe a lot of banners. Give me a stun. Nice. There we go. Veteran here is actually very good in this team. In one way, I prefer him over R2 to be honest. R2 is only useful if you need extra bonus Terminator in beginning. There we go. Illuminated Destiny. I'm not sure I'll be able to get full protection on BB-8 though and Veteran Han here. Oh man, Dengar, Master Banner Sniper himself. As annoying as ever. Let's call now BB-8 for an assist. Come on, 1 hit, 2 hit. I don't think I'll be able to get to another Illuminated Destiny though. There we go. Wow, only 52 banners. Okay. Alright. Embo. What does Embo lead to do? Anyway, let's see. Looks like my opponent is ahead by 3 banners at the moment. However, I still have 2 teams versus he has 1. Oh, he needed 2 battles on Rex. Okay, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good now. Because I don't think that these teams at the back, they can hold on defense. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to use a Rogue One here to win, so I'll just have to save that feat for another round. What does Embo Lead do, actually? All bounty hunters, they gain counter chance. They'll contract. Damage an enemy without buffs 15 times. That has to be like the worst way to get a contract. Because pretty much all teams in the games have some sort of buffs. That has to be like the worst contract ever. And that team, they've got no AoEs essentially. So what I'll do, I'll just put a tank tech over on my Kylo, which means he will constantly have a buff that they can't cleanse off. So they will never be able to get their contract going. Oh man, I didn't realize Embo's contract was that bad. Oh well, just keep going I guess here. I do have to although be careful there because Zam, you know, she's got that AoE with thermal detonators. Now luckily both Kalos, they don't care about thermal detonators, so will hardly do any damage to them, but it can do some damage though to Watt. So let's see if I can maintain my banners here. That's okay, we'll get those that protection back, not an issue. Let's do an AoE, more turn meter for my guys. Alright, here comes the thermal detonators. Okay, do you know what, let's just get protection recovery going, because we'll be losing some protection on Watt when those thermal detonators explode. Let's get a stun over on them just in case, you know, she doesn't get more thermal detonators. Okay, let's cleanse that off. Okay, perfect. Come on. Get him out. Oof. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, it was good I used protection up there, protection recovery up there from, sorry, was it called protection overtime? Protection overtime from what? So he was able to recover protection that he lost due to thermal detonators for full 54 banners. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of this team at all. Maybe with a different lead, maybe Zam lead might be better because they get more thermal detonators going. We've got one more team to go. Now this is a tricky team, don't underestimate this team. Again, featured in my video, because if you take either of the vets out, the other vet gets an extra turn. If you take Poe out as the lead, they also get an extra turn. So it's a tricky one. So at least you want to get out first Hunt, because Hunt's got an AoE. So he could do then damage to all your guys. So at least like this, I was able to just, you know, oh gosh. Sniping banners left and right. There we go. So do not underestimate this Poe team, guys. It can snipe easily banners. There you go. Lost 2 banners versus there. So it looks quite innocent, this team, but you know, you gotta be careful because all that extra turns these guys are getting. Alright, what we got here now? I cleaned the board. Let's see what's happening with my opponent. Okay, looks like he was able to take care of everybody here except my Finn. He's probably thinking what to do with it. So let's go ahead, see how we're doing on defeat progress first, and let's see then if my opponent continues attacking. Alright, I was able to get, okay, this one, fine. There you go, got 3 kills there, so this was one Mothma versus Grievous. However, I didn't have a chance to use my Rogue One at all. So we'll see if we can do that in another round, but who knows. It's, you know, because Jin lead is not that great. Okay, let's see how my opponent is doing. But first, let's just remind ourselves what happened here while we were waiting for my opponent to attack. So up top, no issues, all one-shots across the board. But however, there in the fleet zone, you'll see again all one-shots, no issues there. Because well, he had his Malevolence and Negotiator left for offense, so you know, no surprises there. And this is where probably caused him some trouble, my Hux team. He needed 3 battles for that, and I think that kind of had a ripple effect for the back zone, where he simply didn't have enough teams anymore to one-shot my Rex, because maybe he used 2 good teams there on Hux. I'm not sure what he used. So he's trying now as well my Fiend team. There you go, 1 battle, 3 battles already. So looks like he's struggling to finish off my guys here, and 4 battles. Let's see what will happen. If he'll be able to clear. Oh no, he got stuck. Yeah, so it looks like, you know, that Hux up front kind of exhausted his teams he had, so he didn't have now enough left to clear the board. And actually he did message me as well when we were chatting, as mentioned earlier, and he mentioned that, you know, he really needs at least a couple of more teams here to compete in Division 1, because, you know, we just need more teams available for defense and offense. There you go, guys. This completes my first ever Division 1 round 1 here in 3v3. While it is a win, it was by no means the smoothest and cleanest win. I did drop a battle there versus Ray, and then a couple of battles got really close. And the irony in the whole thing is, remember that Geo battle with Palpatine and Vader? I'm like, I'm gonna say Throne, I might need him. I actually didn't use Throne in the end at all. So again, that battle could easily as well be a double tap. So it's a lesson learned. Next time I'm bringing in Throne, no fooling around, because especially now that he can't fracture Galactic Legends anymore, he's not really all that useful anymore as he used to be. Alright guys, hope you found this video useful and helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.